be candid.
Hello everyone. My name is Neha. I'm doing a biography on OJ Simpson. So OJ Simpson, also known as Orenthal James Simpson, he was born on July 9th, 1957 in San Francisco, California. He was an American collegiate and professional football player. He was the premier running back. He, like I said, he is also known as OJ Simpson, nicknamed the Juice. He's a retired football player, broadcaster, actor, and convicted felon, currently incarcerated at the Lovelock Correctional Center in Lovelock, Nevada. So we all know OJ Simpson, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So especially important now because his new show just came out. He's not the character in it, but someone else is playing him in the show The People vs. OJ Simpson. It's on American Crime Story on Fox, I believe. So it's a retelling of the behind the scenes of the OJ Simpson case. So like I mentioned, he played football and he played for the University of Southern California and played professionally in the NFL. He was running back for 11 seasons in the Buffalo Bills, on the Buffalo Bills team and the San Francisco 49ers. So that's him playing in his football years.
Oh.
So Simpson married, don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but Margaret L. Whitley. In 1967, they had 3 children. One actually passed away because she drowned in their family's swimming pool. So while still married to his wife, he actually met a waitress. Her name was Nicole Brown. She was a stranger at the time. So anyway, so he ended up divorcing his wife, Margaret, and had married, what's her name, Nicole Brown. And so they married in 1985 and had 2 children together. So Nicole Brown, she complained of her marriage mostly because OJ would actually, she'd say that he physically abused her at times. And so allegedly in 1989, it was New Year's Eve, and he threatened to kill her actually. So no harm was actually done that night or any time between then and her actual murder, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So even then, Brown, she filed for divorce in 1992. So in June 1994, the bodies of Nicole and her friend Ronald were found stabbed to death outside of Nicole's condo in Los Angeles. So OJ Simpson was charged with 2 counts of murder in 1995 with special circumstances. The arrest and trial of OJ Simpson for the murder of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown, and her friend Ronald Goldman. Forgot to mention, this is Nicole and OJ and their 2 kids. And this is Nicole and her friend Ronald, who were the ones that were murdered. So again, he was charged with murder in 1995. So on June 13th, 1994 is when they were, these 2, Nicole and Ronald, their bodies were found in Nicole's apartment in Los Angeles. So police investigated OJ Simpson, the ex-husband, at the time for the murders. And on June 17th, an arrest warrant was put out and OJ was arrested. So the case began in November 3rd, 1994 and ended on October 5th, 1995. So almost a year and a half, or actually a year later. And OJ was actually found non-guilty by a unanimous verdict. And Simpson was released from jail after spending 16 months waiting for this non-guilty verdict. So although he was found not guilty of the murders, a civil suit was filed against Simpson, and he was ordered to pay a large amount, $3.5 million, to the families of Brown and Goldman. So perhaps the most recognized piece of evidence at the trial was the bloody glove found at the scene. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not. Anyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay, so I'll speak about it. So the prosecutors had Simpson try on this glove that was found on the crime scene. So he tried it on in court, and they were surprised to find that the evidence did not fit. So like the glove didn't fit him. So he almost looks like he just looks like he doesn't even know what this glove is. So one of the attorneys on Simpson's legal team used the infamous slogan, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit." That was to encouraged jurors to question the prosecutor's theory of the crime. So DNA expert Gary Sims addresses the jury and refers to a chart showing where the blood spots are found on the gloves used for the case. So that's the Gary Sims, I'm sorry. So in late 2006, Simpson was he planned to publish a book. It's a ghostwritten If I Did It, a hypothetical account of how he would have committed the Brown, Simpson, Goldman murders. So Simpson committed many other acts later on in his life, and his sentence at the Lovelock, he's now at the Lovelock Correctional Center in Lovelock, Nevada, as I mentioned, and he's eligible for parole in October 2017, so that's a year and a half from now, about. So as mentioned earlier, that the new show, so it's The People versus OJ Simpson is out, so that's where it's at right now, so that's about it, and these are my sources from Encyclopedia Britannica and Biography.com. So thank you.